Hey, Candace here. Welcome to lesson number 2 in module 3 part 2. This lesson is all about paying mindful attention to your body. So I'm going to teach you how to do that and again, how to continue developing your engagement skills. So first we're going to do what's called a body scan exercise. And the intention of this practice is to bring mindful awareness to sensations in the body as you focus your attention systematically on each part of your body in turn. So it's about being aware of your experience as it unfolds, however it is. Not to change the way you are feeling or to become more relaxed or calmer. It's to become aware of your experience as it is unfolding, however that is. And below this video, I have a transcript for you to this exercise as well as an audio download. So you can use those to practice this exercise on your own. We're going to walk through this together once in this video, so you'll get a sense of what it feels like. But then you can use those resources to practice on your own. Alright, so let's start with the body scan. Again, like I said, the intention of this practice is to bring mindful awareness to sensations in the body as you focus on each part of the body in turn. So I'd invite you first to make yourself comfortable. Lying on your back tends to be a good position for this exercise, in a place where you're going to be warm and undisturbed. So lying on a mat, a rug, the floor, your bed. Lying with palms open to the ceiling, feet falling apart from each other, and your eyes gently closed. As best you can, keeping still during the exercise, but if you need to move or adjust your position, do so mindfully with complete awareness. So to begin, just become aware of your breathing. Taking the attention to the abdomen, noting it rise with the in-breath and fall with the out-breath. Not trying to manipulate the breath in any way, just experiencing it as it is, as it moves in and out of your body. Full attention in each moment to breathing. And on the next out-breath, moving your awareness down your body to the toes of both the left foot and the right foot. And noticing whatever sensations are present in the toes. Perhaps noticing warmth, coolness, tingling, moisture, itching, whatever is arising from the toes. Whether there are sensations or no sensations. Being aware of the big toes and the little toes and the toes in between. And on the next out-breath, letting go of your toes in your mind's eye and moving your attention to the rest of your feet, to the tops of both feet, the soles of both feet, and the ankles. Just staying open to whatever sensations you find there. And if there are no sensations, that's fine too. And on the next out-breath, letting go of the awareness of the feet and shifting the focus of attention to the lower legs. Becoming aware of the calves, perhaps noting where they touch the floor or the mat or your bed, becoming aware of the shins, the skin over your legs, and just being attentive to this part of your body. And on the next out-breath, allowing the lower legs to dissolve in your mind's eye as you move gently with your attention to your knees, becoming aware of the part under the knee and on top of the knee, Perhaps being aware of what a complex joint the knee is, with tendons and ligaments and the kneecap. And just being here with your knees, letting them predominate in your field of awareness, in the moment. And now gently releasing the knees and moving your attention to the thighs, noticing whatever sensations arise in the left thigh and the right thigh. And if your mind has wandered, just gently and kindly bring your attention back to the thighs. And on the next out breath, letting go of awareness of the thighs as you bring your attention to the pelvic region, to the buttocks, the tailbone, the pelvic bone, the genitals, staying open to whatever sensations you find, just being attentive to this part of your body. And on the next out breath, letting go of the awareness of the pelvic region and moving your attention to the abdomen, bringing a gentle curiosity and openness to whatever you find in this moment. Perhaps noticing a gentle rise of the abdomen with the in-breath and the fall of the abdomen with the out-breath. And on the next out-breath, letting go of the abdomen in your mind's eye and moving your attention to the chest area, the area that contains your heart and lungs. Perhaps noticing the beating of your heart or the expansion of the rib cage as you breathe in, staying open to whatever sensations you find in the chest. And on the next out-breath, letting go of the chest in your mind's eye as you bring your attention to the lower back, a part of the body that often carries a lot of tension. Just noticing whatever sensations arise, whether there be tension or no tension, and not trying to make it be any different, just accepting the sensations that are there, letting go of the tendency we all have to want things to be different. And on the next out-breath, letting go of the awareness of the lower back and bringing your awareness to the upper back, the back ribs, and the shoulder blades, another area where the body holds tension, and just being with the upper back, not going anywhere or doing anything, but developing an openness to all that is arising from this part of the body. And as thoughts arise, just being present for thoughts, and then returning to paying attention to the upper back. And on the next out-breath, letting go of the upper back in your mind's eye as you move gently with your attention to the hands, becoming aware of the fingers, the palms, the backs of the hands, and the wrists, becoming aware of any sensations arising in the hands, perhaps warmth or coolness, tingling or moisture, just bringing a compassionate awareness to whatever arises in the hands. And on the next out-breath, letting go of the hands in the mind's eye and moving your attention to the arms, to the lower arms, the elbows, and the upper arms, bringing a gentle curiosity and openness to whatever you find in this moment. And now gently releasing the arms and shifting the focus of attention to the neck, noticing whatever sensations arise in the neck. And if your mind has wandered, gently and kindly bringing your attention back to the neck. And on the next out breath, letting go of awareness of the neck as you bring your awareness to the face and the rest of the head, becoming aware of the jaw, the mouth, the nose, the cheeks, the ears, the eyes, the forehead, the scalp, and the back and top of the head. Noticing whatever sensations arise in the face and the head, just noticing without judgment. There's no right way to feel when you are doing this. The way you feel is the way you feel. And on the next out breath, letting go of awareness of the face and the head, and now taking a few deep breaths, breathing in through the nose, and allowing the breath to move through the body to the tips of your toes, and then allowing the breath to move up from your toes, through your body, as you exhale through the nose. And doing this a few times, breathing in all the way through the body to the toes, and back out through the nose. And now letting go of the awareness of breathing and getting a sense of the body as whole and complete. Resting in this state of openness to things as they are. As we practice the body scan, we develop the capacity to just observe our sensations and work at letting them be as they are without reacting. We come to see from our own experience that we don't have to struggle with our thoughts, physical sensations, and feelings, or force them to be different. And now, perhaps, making the intention of taking this attitude of acceptance and openness with you through the rest of your day. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes and get a sense of the world around you. Okay, great work. So what was your experience of the body scan? Some people find it so relaxing that they fall asleep, and if that happened to you, just try keeping your eyes open when you repeat the exercise, or maybe do it while seated or standing instead of lying down. Others find that sensations of tension and pain are intensified during the exercise, and they have difficulty with bringing an accepting attitude to those uncomfortable feelings. If that was your experience during the exercise, it's important to be patient and compassionate with yourself. If you are like most people, this is a very new way of approaching uncomfortable feelings, very different from our usual tendency to judge and resist pain and discomfort. So it takes practice to cultivate this approach. And I do encourage you to practice the body scan exercise using the resources below this video. Okay, so now depending on how you are feeling, you may wish to take a break and pause this video, or we can continue on to the second exercise. I'll leave that up to you. In the second exercise, we're going to move on to paying mindful attention to your body as it moves through a series of gentle stretches. Logically enough, this exercise is called mindful stretching. Again, there's an audio download below this video you can use when practicing this exercise. So let's walk through this one together. Mindful stretching. So the intention of this exercise is to bring mindful awareness as best you can to physical sensations throughout the body as we proceed through a series of gentle stretches. With each stretch, it's important to notice the limits of your body and as best you can, try to let go of any tendency to push beyond your limits or to compete with yourself. If a particular stretch is too challenging for your body at any time, simply maintain the standing position or repeat an earlier stretch. So, to begin, I invite you to stand in bare feet or socks on the floor or a mat or a rug, with the feet about hip width apart, knees gently unlocked, and feet parallel to each other. And becoming aware of the flow of the breath, paying complete attention to each full in-breath and each full out-breath, not controlling the breath in any way. And then taking a few moments to feel the body as a whole, from head to toe, perhaps noticing the sensations in the feet as they make contact with the floor or the mat or the rug. Now, on an in-breath, slowly and mindfully raising the arms out to the sides, parallel to the floor. Now breathing out. And on the next in-breath, continuing to raise the arms until they meet above the head, feeling any tension in the muscles as they work to lift the arms and maintain them in the stretch. And as you hold the stretch, noticing any sensations, perhaps warmth or tingling, bringing a gentle curiosity to whatever you find. And when your mind wanders, as it surely will, just noticing that and redirecting your attention to the body stretching in this position. And then on an out breath, very slowly bringing the arms down and letting them hang at the sides of the body. Then repeating that stretch, raising the arms out to the side, then meeting above the head, holding, then returning very slowly to the sides. And allowing the eyes to close gently and noticing how it feels to have just done that stretch. And after a few breaths, opening the eyes once again. Now stretching just the right arm above the head and letting the heel of the left foot lift off the floor as the right arm reaches towards the ceiling. With full awareness of any sensations in the body, and then letting the right arm drop back to the side and the left heel touch the ground. And raising the left arm above the head, reaching up and stretching the fingers toward the ceiling with the right heel raised off the floor, noticing whatever sensations arise, perhaps becoming aware of any difference in sensations from when you did it with the right arm. Then letting the left arm drop back down to the side and the right heel touch the ground, returning to standing with both feet flat on the ground, arms resting at the sides. And then repeating the stretch, first the right arm lifting and stretching, left foot raised, holding, then lowering the right arm and left heel, then left arm raised and reaching up, right heel lifted, holding, and returning to standing with both feet flat on the ground, arms resting at the sides. Now raising both arms above the head, knees slightly bent, and bending at the waist, all the way over until the head hangs down, fingers pointing toward the floor, allowing them to rest wherever it's comfortable, not pushing the body in any way. And just noticing what sensations arise when the body is bending in this way. Then slowly uncurling the body one vertebra at a time, with the head coming up last to a standing position. And now repeating that, arms above the head, knees slightly bent, bending at the waist, head hanging down, fingers pointing toward the floor. Then slowly uncurling to a standing position. Now moving the right ear toward the right shoulder as far as it will comfortably go. Then taking it back up and moving the left ear toward the left shoulder. And then up. And repeating that. Then bending the head forward, chin toward the chest, and rolling the head to the left, to the back, to the right, and back to the front again. Then rolling it in the other direction, first toward the chest, then to the right, then to the back, left, back to the front, and up again. Then rolling the head in both directions once again. Now raising the arms to the side parallel to the floor and lifting the right leg out to the side and holding it wherever it feels comfortable. Just standing, perhaps noticing the focus required to stay balanced, and also noticing any thoughts, particularly about not doing this right, and letting go of thoughts as you keep the attention on this position. Now lowering the right leg and allowing the arms to fall to the side, and standing for a moment with eyes closed. Now raising the arms to the side again, parallel to the floor, and lifting the left leg out to the side, and holding it wherever it feels comfortable, not pushing your limits. Perhaps noticing any wobbling or shaking, which are normal when balancing on one leg. And then lowering the left leg and allowing the arms to fall to the side and standing for a moment with eyes closed. And now repeating that stretch, first with the right leg and then the left leg. Now with the left foot turned out at a 45-degree angle, moving the right leg forward and bending the right knee into a lunge, left leg stretched out straight behind, and reaching the arms above the head. Holding this stretch, paying mindful attention to any sensations in the body, not needing them to be any different than they are in this moment. Then pushing back up with the right foot and leg to a standing position. Then with the right foot turned out at a 45-degree angle, stepping forward with the left leg into a lunge, bending the left knee, right leg stretched out straight behind, and raising the arms above the head and holding in this position. Then pushing back up with the left foot and leg to a standing position. Now repeating this lunge on both sides. And then resting in a standing position, eyes gently closed, taking the attention to the breath, each full in-breath and each full out-breath. Full awareness of breathing. And perhaps noticing any differences in how the body feels now compared to the start of the exercise. Remembering that there is no right way or wrong way to feel, just bringing an attitude of curiosity and compassion to whatever you find in this moment. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes and bring your attention back to the world around you. Alright, again, excellent work. So what was your experience of mindful stretching? Some people comment that they find areas of tension that they never knew existed and that it feels good to stretch out those tight muscles. Others find themselves caught up in thoughts about not doing it right. And as with the body scan, it's important to be kind to yourself as you practice this new way of approaching body sensations. Okay, so again, I want to say excellent work to you. You're doing a wonderful job completing these exercises. I think at this point you deserve a break. Then I'll see you in the next video where we're going to talk about what you can do when you feel like you're having an emotional crisis. So those times when it can be difficult to remember all these techniques. And the good news is that there's a simple approach that you can take that'll get you through an emotional crisis every time. Alright, so I'll see you there when you're ready.